Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in my last video, I did an unboxing of my brother PQ1500SL sewing machine. And a part of that video was supposed to be me winding the bobbin, how to load a front load bobbin, threading the machine, doing some test stitches, setting my tension, things like that. Well, of course, it had to be shot in two different parts. And I forgot to add on that part to the video, and I didn't realize it until, of course, after I put it up. So here's another quick video of that end portion that was supposed to be attached to the first video. So now you got a little second bonus video, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay guys, I'm back. So I went ahead and I plugged in my machine as well as my foot pedal, and I took out the bobbin that came with the machine. This was already pre-wound and loaded in the machine when I got it. So I took it out. I had me a blank one so I can show you how to thread your bobbin, how to insert it. If you normally have the drop-in bobbin, then this is different than the drop-in bobbin. So I'm going to show you how to load your bobbin, get it prepped. We're going to thread the machine and then do some test stitches so I can go ahead and adjust my tension and everything like that. So to load the bobbin, you have to have your foot pedal pressed in, and on your bobbin, as you can see, there are, I'm sorry, I can't see unless it's over here. There's a little notch at the top and a notch at the bottom. So it doesn't matter which way you sit it into the bobbin holder over there when you're winding it. One notch is going to be for your thread. The other notch is going to lock into place on the machine. So I'll try to show you all that if I can. So I'm going to get my bobbin ready. I'm going to take my thread. I am going to insert my thread. I'm going to bring it here. I'm going to go under this first bar like that. Bring it around this little cap. Bring it on top of the bar. Then I'm going to take my my bobbin. I'm going to stick it through the middle, up through the hole. Through the middle of the bobbin, up through the hole. I'm going to grab it. There's my bobbin. Then I'm going to sit my bobbin on here. Now there's a little knob, a little latch on the bottom of the bobbin holder. This bottom notch has to fit in there. You'll hear it click into place. So just give it a turn until it clicks into place. And then you're going to push your arm all the way up against your bobbin to get it prepped. Now, if I don't push this arm over and I just step on the foot pedal, it's only going to control my needle up and down over here. I don't want it to do that. In order for the foot pedal to control the bobbin, you have to press this lever in. So holding this tail straight up, I am going to press on the presser foot and it's going to start winding my bobbin. Once it's gone a little ways, I release it and then I just let it go. Okay, you would do that until the bobbin is full. All right, so then I'm just going to cut my thread, unhook from there, leave my thread loose, pull my latch forward. Don't drop it like I did. And you can see brown thread wound it on there. Now, all right, so you're going to take your round bobbin holder. I'm going to put it in. Just, sit it in there. And then I am going to run my thread right along here under this back area. You can hold it with your finger if you need to. You're going to run it along here until you see that slit there. You want the thread to go up through the slot. Sorry. You want your thread to go up through this slot. up through there. It should look just like this, okay? And then what you're going to do, I turn my bobbin so that this knob right here, this way, this knob right here should be facing you, facing towards you. So I like to hold it like this. Okay, so as you can see there's a little knob sticking out from there's a little knob sticking out. You're just going to sit your bobbin, holding the little arm out. You're just going to sit your bobbin in. As you can see, I still have the little latch. I'm holding it up. So, sorry, I'm just trying to get a good angle for you guys. Okay, here we go. I'm going to stick my bobbin right in there and then let go of the latch. Okay? Now, you don't have to worry about the thread tail or anything. Slide in your bobbin and then you can close up the drawer. Okay, so you want to turn your hand wheel until this lever is at the highest position. So you're going to take your same thread. You're going to bypass this. This is only used if you are winding your bobbin. Okay, so there are 3 holes here. You're going to come down through this first hole, loop around, and go through the 3rd hole. You don't have to loop it through all 3 holes, but if you find that your thread is tangling and is breaking easily and your tension is good, but it keeps breaking, then you can loop it through all 3 holes. Okay, but I'm doing the 1st and the 3rd hole. And then I'm just going to hold it against the machine. You want to bring the needle through this bar here. Bring it all the way through, wrap it around your tension control knob. Pull it all the way over and hook it. There's a spring there. Hook it through the spring. You want to bring it down through this knob. You see the spring moving? Okay. Back through here. You're going to go up. And you're going to go from right to left through this hole. All right. And then you're going to come back through here again. Okay. From there, you're going to bring the thread through this bar. And let me bring it in closer. Hold on. So here's the thread. You have it behind this bar. Then you want to bring it through this bar right here. There's a little bar there. You want to bring it back behind. You want to bring it back behind this bar. Okay. Now from here, you can thread it by hand or you can use the automatic threader. So to thread it by hand, you just want to make sure that your end, I usually like cut it. You can wet it a little bit. You want to stick this in through the eye of the needle from left to right. If you need help, you can use the little needle threader that comes in most sewing kits. It's a little flat silver one with the little hook on the end. So I'm just going to take this one. Where's my thread? Okie dokie. And you want to stick it through the eye. Through the eye of the needle. And you only have to get a little bit. And then you can grab it from the other side. Through, once you get it through, you are going to pull it out from the other side, and your needle is threaded. Yay! What I like to do is raise my presser foot, and I will stick the thread through the feet of the presser foot into the back. From here, you have to grab your bobbin thread. So using the hand wheel, let me get under this way. You're going to lower your presser foot, turn it towards you. Turn it toward the hand wheel towards you. You see the needle's going to go all the way down and come back up. And what you're going to do is you're just going to turn the wheel so that the needle comes all the way back up in the up position. Okay, then you're going to take your tail that you had. Let me see. You're going to take your tail and you are going to pull it, and you're going to see the thread come up. You see the bobbin thread came up? Then I'm going to take a little screwdriver or a needle, and then you're just going to pull it out. And then you take both the top and the bobbin thread, and you're going to put it to the back. So you're going to push down on this lever and push it back here slightly. And you see, let me hold it there. As you see here, that you have these two bars here on the bottom, these two bars here on the top, and then you have a gap in between here. In between here, there is a little ridge at the top of this bar. At the bottom of this bar, there's a ridge for your thread to catch onto. So what you're going to do is stick your thread in between the two bars, raise it up, and pull it forward. You see how it's caught and it's not coming out? That's what you want. So when you do that, you're going to hold this thread back like this. Let me see if I can hold this some kind of way. Okay. And then you're going to push this lever back out. Let me lower my presser foot down, sorry, so I can see. All right. I'm going to latch on to my thread. Okay, you're going to pull this foot out. Okay, there we go. Let me turn you around. And you see here, it made a loop for you. I'm going to do it again, so I hope you guys can see that. So from this position, let me do it this way. Here's my thread. I'm going to lower my foot down. I'm going to turn it to the right. Boop. I'm going to let it sit there. I'm going to take my thread in between those prongs. I'm going to lift it up and pull forward slightly. Okay, I can't pull it. That lets me know that it is attached to the little hook that's in there. Then you're going to take your handle and bring it back and let it go. That created a loop for you to pull here. And your needle is now threaded. I'm going to lift my presser foot, put my thread to the back with my bobbin thread, and I'm ready to sew. Whew, that was a lot. All right, so I'm going to put you back on the stand. Okay guys, so this machine only does a straight stitch, no zigzag, no, what is it called, monograms, no decorative stitches. The needle only goes up and down in one spot, no side to side or anything like that. So only a straight stitch. So this knob here controls your stitch length. The lower the number, the closer together your stitches are. The bigger the number, the farther apart your stitches are. Now mine only goes up to a 7. You may not have the brother, you may have a different machine. Yours could go up to a 9 or a 10. But the highest number is the furthest apart. That highest number is what we call the basting stitch if you are a sewer. So I'm just going to place mine at 3. I have some scrap fabric here. Just going to cut off a piece and do some test stitches. Okay. Now my machine is plugged up. You can see on my machine, this red light is on. This red light means that when I take my foot off the foot pedal, no matter what's happening, where I am in the stitch, the needle is going to stop in the downward position. So right now my needle is up. It's going to stop. It's going to be through my foot, through my presser foot, through the fabric, down into the bobbin mechanism. Okay, so I'm going to show you that. So my foot is down. I'm going to press on it. I'm going to do a back stitch. Let it go. In order to do a back stitch, you have to have your foot on the plate. Ooh. Okay, so there's some gathers. Let me cut my thread. Lift you up. Okay. Wow. Okay. So that's really loose. It could. Let me change my tension up to about a 4 and see if that fixes it. So I'm just going to cut that part off. Cut you off. So I'm going to put my foot down, put my presser foot down. My light is still on, so my needle is going to stop in the down position. I'm going to sew. Now, I'm going to take my foot off the foot pedal. If I try to reverse stitch and my foot is not on the pedal, it's not going to do anything. So you can hold it down and then press the foot pedal, or you can press the foot pedal and then hold it down. So I'm going to hold it down, press the foot pedal, the back stitch. Let it go while my foot is still on the pedal, and let it go. Okay, you see my needle is in the down position. Let me zoom in so you can see that. My needle is still down. I hope you can see. Okay, let me come back out. Yada, yada, yada. I press this button here, automatic thread cutter. Lift my presser foot, take out my fabric. So this is with a 3.0 stitch length. Not bad. Let me look on the back. My tension is set on a 4, I believe. And if I split this in half, you can see the stitches. I think I want mine a little bit closer. So I'm going to cut off this tail, chop you off. I am going to set you to a 2.5. My tension is good. I'm going to do another stitch. I'm going to take off the needle up down so you can see what happens with my needle if it's not lit. That's my foot pedal. And if you can see, this is the tip of my needle right here. You see how I can pass my finger through there? Because my needle is up. Cut my thread. This is my foot pedal. All right, now this is a 2.5 stitch length. This one here on the right. I'm going to flip it up. Look at the tension. Looks good to me. I'm going to open the seam here. I like that. I like this seam. So not bad. Now as you can see, I'm going to show you. I'm going to change my stitch length to a 5. So that's double the stitch length. I'm going to put it in the middle. Foot down. I want my needle to stop in the down position. Press my foot pedal. Okay, so this one over here was a 2.5 inch stitch length. This one here, 2.5. This one here in the middle is at a 5, and you see how I can easily slip the screwdriver under there, but not so much over here. I can probably get a sewing needle or a hand needle under there, but definitely not this screw. And as you raise the stitch length, and you see how the tension there in the back changes too. Now usually the higher you go, not usually, the higher you go, if you are a sewer, you want to like make gatherings, you want a longer stitch length. So I have it on 7, and you'll see how far apart the stitches are. This is a 7 over here in the corner. This is a big stitch. The distance from when the needle goes down, comes back up, and goes down again is farther apart. Now these are easy. I don't need a seam ripper. I can take it out right with this screwdriver. So if you hadn't had a seam ripper, I can just pick these out right with this screwdriver because the stitches are so far apart compared to over here. I would have to use a seam ripper to get under there. Okay, so I think I like a 2.5, and my tension is set at a 4. That is good for me. Do another cut. Let me start over here. Also on your machine, before I sew, let me get close to you again. That you're getting close. So as you can see, where's my screwdriver? Here we go. The needle goes right down here through this hole. Only up and down right through there. So from this needle going up and down to this line, if I feed my fabric through on this line, I will have a 1/4 inch seam allowance. There's also another line here. This is for 1/2 inch. So if I'm feeding my fabric through and my edge is going along this line through, I will have a 1/2 inch all the way through. And if I feed it going along this line as I am sewing, I'm feeding it, I keep my edge of the fabric along this line, then I will always have a 5/8 of an inch seam allowance. So That is all, you guys. This is the Brother PQ1500SL. I hope you enjoyed. Comment down below if you have this machine and how do you like it. So until the next video, thanks for watching. Bye.